Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV on an even the tour. Liverpool beat Spartak Moscow 7-1 away from home. Except we didn't. We created a bazillion chances and failed to convert all but one of them. So yeah, 1-1. Brr. What a mental, what a genuinely mental night of football. Chance after chance after chance. Great position after great position after great position. Hello. And then just not being able to stick the ball in the back of the net to the point where it was genuinely ridiculous, to the point of just frustration, wanting to smack your head off a wall. I don't really know where to start with that, so let's start with what wasn't great, aside from the obvious, and then move on to some things I thought were all right in the match. I think the only two players on the pitch who didn't perform adequately for us on the night were Emre Can, who he turned. I said prior to this game, in Champions League games, he turns into Superman. He turns into Superman, like he wants to be everywhere and do everything, but he makes a terrible decision in the first 5 minutes of the game, goes to the ground for no reason whatsoever, picks up a yellow, and that's clearly in the back of his mind for the rest of the game. And I'm not saying he's terrible for the rest of the match. I actually think he, by and large, he's okay, but his decision making in the lead up to them getting the free kick, which is where they scored the goal as well, pouring a couple of moments where he just makes poor decisions in possession of the ball, and in that regard, and I just think maybe that's just because I thought by and large I think everyone else made some really good decisions. Maybe he looked poor as that regard. I don't know. I didn't think he was great tonight. And the other one's Loris Karius. We did a bit of debate on this on the halftime live show, and I said, I don't like, from playing in goal, I hate central free kicks because it does kind of muddy the situation of where to stand. Now that's fine for me, who played, not a great level of football. It's fine for me to struggle with it. It's not fine for your Champions League goalkeeper to struggle with it. And if the ball goes in the top bin, it goes in off the bar or the post, then you go, what a great free kick. And look, the power he strikes it with is great. It's not like he's floated it into the back of the net, but he might strike it with power, but I think he hits that middle third or 3/5 of the goal. It's inside that zone, and I think that should be covered by the goalkeeper. I think he should do better. And if he's unsighted, then he's unsighted, and maybe I am being a little harsh, but I'm not sure I am. I just think that, again, if that's in a corner, fine, great free kick. But the fact that it looked to my eye, it looked very savable. And but in a game where I think defensively, I think we were good. We were really solid. One or two hairy moments in the first half, but that aside, I think you have them in every game, even if you've got a great defence or not. I thought that all the defenders all played well. I thought Moreno had a really good game. I thought Trent had, again, a couple of moments in the first half, but got better and better, particularly in an attacking sense. Dejan Lovren, absolutely fine, no issues with him. Matip sound. They didn't have that much to do, but what they did, they dealt with fine. The midfield, Jordan Henderson, I thought was excellent. Again, how many times they threatened to get away, and he just ran over and snuffed out the danger, and not just snuffed it out in, like, again, in an old school way of going to ground, putting out for a throw, whatever. He's going and he's nicking the ball and he's starting things off again. That's one of the things Henderson's very good at, and his distribution was excellent. Maybe he could be criticised for not playing a better ball, or is it Mane's run too far in the chance where Salah ends up putting it wide and Mane's offside? Is what I don't know. Puts a fantastic ball into Firmino. It's just not alert enough when it drops to him again in the first half. So I thought he was good. Actually, I said maybe I'd add Firmino to the players who didn't quite perform on the night as well. Looks a bit off. To be fair, he probably just needs a game or two off. And the problem is that this is a chance for Daniel Sturridge to come in and be like, I put in a really great half an hour at the weekend. I can do the same again here. And he kind of reverted to type for me that we saw of the Sturridge in his previous performance prior to the weekend, in that he's trying to be the hero too much instead of being the guy behind the guy. And look, that chance when it drops to him inside the 6-yard box, I genuinely think he can take a touch there and slot it, or he just needs to make a decent contact. I think he's gone for the absolute spectacular finish. It didn't need it. And again, there's a square ball on there, I think, for Firmino. So disappointing. The decision to take Mane off, I don't necessarily agree with. I agree with it in the context of there's another game of football. It's got to be won. You've got to balance the squad, and we want to keep him in there. We want him to play at the weekend. I'll do some comments on the Twitter comments of people referring to that, which I don't think people got. But putting Firmino to the left wasn't a great decision, and that complaint was vindicated when he gets the ball. He plays a really poor and arguably tired ball back behind Mo Salah. That's your game killer. That, you know, you're in those positions. You've done all the hard work. You're in behind them. You've got two guys to pick out. Pick one of them out, mate. Let us win the game and let us not worry about all the other stuff that went with it. But the note on this is, I kind of come away. It's weird. I've kind of come away. I'm not distressed. I'm not angry with it. Frustrated certainly, but I think defence has become our big thing. Everyone goes on about defence is Liverpool's biggest issue, but the fact that we couldn't break down teams that put 10 men behind the ball, you know, they had a bank of 4 and a bank of 5, or a bank of 5 and 4 for most of that game, and we had no issues getting in and around it, you know. And some of the direct passing, you know, we went very direct, straight down the middle at times, early balls. How many times we had the ball in their 18-yard box, and it's wasteful finishing, and that's really annoying, but it's nowhere near as annoying as passing the ball aimlessly around in front of a bank of 4 or 5 and not knowing how to get in behind. And, you know, again, I think early doors for this team with Coutinho in a deeper role, but it looked very, very exciting. And the goal that Coutinho scores for me is great. We want to see more of that. And, yeah, wasteful, yeah. But are these guys not good enough to do it? I don't think so. I don't think that's the problem. I think Firmino can score goals. I think Sturridge can score goals. I think Salah can score goals. I think Mane can score goals. Coutinho can score goals. So if these guys were all incapable of scoring double figures goals, if they'd never done that in their career, I'd be like, these aren't good enough and we need a better X, Y and Z. It feels like it's been a big issue, whatever. It's not bothering me too much. But again, as we've well established this season, maybe I am, well, no, not maybe, I am a positive person. I enjoyed our performance by and large today. And I do feel like the goals will come because, again, the problem is often creating the chances. I think we've got the players on the pitch to score the goals. It was mad. It was very, very mad. Anyway, just my thoughts on the game for what it's worth. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to, do drop a like and a subscribe on the channel as well. It'd be very good. Chris is going to be doing his match reaction. If you want to get involved, I'm sure he'll be taking a ton of comments on there. I'll be doing your Twitter reactions in a moment as well. We're going to have the Instant Match Reaction podcast on the website, which is the first real time we've got to sit down and talk about the ins and outs of the match. Tomorrow, the review show live on YouTube with more of your comments and the final word. So Nina Kauser joins us from Anfield Index. That should be an absolute belter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.